All right, let's dig in immediately with the charts and see what we had last week and coming week ahead. So this is the NASDAQ, micro NASDAQ. So we've been chopping around in a bearish formation, in my opinion, since the beginning of August, like the 11th August here with this doji candle. So we've had several bad job reports, which indicate a weaker market. And last analyze I did, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I did a pretty good analyze in my opinion. I still believe it's intact and we're gonna follow that trajectory. We have this long channel since October year 23. We've been down, touched it twice, then we passed through it during this beginning time of Trump's presidency, and then we have rallied up all the way above it again. So now we are in a very exhausted RSI. You can see the weekly. We've been exhausted since beginning of June, and we're now seeing the RSI coming down to this level. And when we're down here, to me that is when we're gonna see price drop. All right. So we had a very bad job reports in Friday, both Thursday and Friday, I'd say. Thursday was okay in my opinion, but still bad. But then Friday got out non-farm payrolls. That was really shook the market. It took it lower. So yeah, I'm gonna go into the daily part that's more visible to near future, what we're gonna see. So I did some trajectory-based channels, what I think might be possible. There's two options. We have these two tops in a channel that are now marked red, and then we have bottoms down here. They are marked as green, buy opportunities. Every time we bounced here, we bought up. Came down here to it, bought up, and then we came down again, we just bought up. Then we came into Friday, and Friday we came up, we broke the previous 2 weeks high, but we couldn't hold above, so we immediately reacted, and we're coming lower again. So this channel was a little bit modified last week. It was like this was the high. Now this is the high, so I need to expand this channel up. And the bottom is this wick. So the bottom of this red channel is this previous 2 weeks high. All right. So can we break new highs? Possibly, of course. But with the latest news in the job data, I have hard time to believe it. So how do we calculate future? Well, no one knows, but we know the charts love patterns, and I love patterns. So we have this downslope since 13th of August down to 20th of August. Steep downtrend. We take this and we go to the recent high. And we will come down to below September low, but above August high. So that's fine, but is if you take this one, bottom to this high, and then we measure it with the latest bottom that we got also last week. It's this white line, exactly this white line here. The trajectory is not pretty equal. Market really likes equal, but not always. But if we are to imitate this move from this low, we're gonna hit highs on 10th of September. That's Wednesday. And this trajectory is, if this was the low, it's not the low, but with waves, this down move from this high to this low could be also a wave. So this could be the low of that week, and we get a high. So we have to take every possibility. So that low will take this path, and that will leave us that we're gonna see some topping around 23,755 in price ish on Monday before we drop. And so that's why I have two different colors, because it's two different trajectories. So this one takes top to this bottom. So if that's the path we want to go, we have to take that orange top there back to the bottom. And this was to calculate this bottom to this top. So with this move, we go the same from this top to the bottom. And both of them magically ends up around the same date and time at 17th of September. And we know that on 15th September, the Fed is going to announce rate cuts. That's 2 days ahead. So it's going to be very volatile around this bottom here. So either we will see the market around this area return and make maybe all-time highs again, or we're going to see a steeper drop. And when I say steeper drop, that is if what I just draw here is not the pattern. The pattern is that we're going to go full tilt in what everyone is predicting, that US is now in a recession already. That could take us a lot deeper. So this wave could be the first wave in the full wave history. So next wave will take us pretty much at the weekly May 25 here. We're gonna go past July low. So everything from July, we're gonna go below. What do we have down here? We have a fair value gap on the daily. Daily fair value gap. We can mark that in. I'm gonna have it on right side. So we have that drawn. Okay. But for now, we're not there yet. So first, I want to see if my current pattern is holding. If we see on Monday that any of these two lines, the orange or the white, is not really holding, I don't want to see a price drop too low. If it drops too low, I don't see us coming back up here. So then we could probably exclude this pattern, and we're gonna go full tilt on going more down, more likely to July lows, into this green long channel, and probably break it. We have an even longer channel back from October 11th, 22, and we have visited that twice. Last time was April, around April 8th or 25. This was when Trump was actually. Let's see. Okay, so that you see, you could go very low here, but that's not in the calculation right now. Before we see prices move below this pattern, I think that's a possibility. So I don't have any trade idea other than I will wait patiently and look for opportunities to short the market. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, that's MQ. Let's take a look at gold. Gold, my analyze from 2 weeks back was very good. We came to these lows. We had this long channel and also this box here that we have been ranging for several months. Since May, we have been ranging in this box. But if you narrow it down, you could take the tops on everyone and see that we actually have a pretty decent pattern again. So we had the top, we had a bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's normally 5 waves before we see a breakout on either direction, up to the upside or to the downside. And I was predicting to the upside. But that is also based on the current news and the unstable market that we have in the US. All right. So since this breakout, the gold has made, let's see, we had a breakout here, 34.72. It's almost $150 to the upside in gold, and we have not looked back since. It's been on a crazy run up. So what do we see in gold? It's hard to buy the tops. We broke the all-time highs this week and previous week, and we dipped below it, but we never came really lower. So we just looking to continue higher here. But so where's gold gonna take us? As I see it, we have this long channel, very long. Started like doing the tops in February 23. We got the bottom, and if you see, we're holding the 50% of this channel has been holding to the downside, but we always hold up the bottom. And now in April, when the market kind of turned, also the stocks, both gold and stocks moved to the upside. We broke the 50% and we have moved to the top. And then the 50% has hold to the downside, and we have been hovering around this 50% to the upside since May. And now we broke it to the upside and we made new all-time highs. So I think the trajectory for the long term is do not sell gold yet. No. It's gonna keep rolling. And I think if you take the Fibonacci like I have here, you take the top and the bottom, you will get a price level for a first target around here at 38, 34-ish. So I made this red box, and I think the current upward trend, I mean, this could be one, right? Then we see some downside, and then we go up here. We go. Why did you have ABC? Let's take this one instead. So we had this. We're gonna see us. Maybe we go down and touch this channel up before we move higher. Or this might be. Let's do this a little bit better here. And this one might. It should not go past below 1. The wave 4. So I don't know. Let's say this is gonna be dragged out until January next year. A slow pace up to 4,000. Who knows? Nobody does. This could be the dragged out one. Let's say we go 50% of this, then we go have a long period of downside, and then we go up and make new all-time highs. So maybe around January, also the stocks may be in a new bull run. But no one knows. So, but I on the controversial side of stocks that I'm looking to the bearish side, in gold I'm on the long side. So I'm patiently gonna wait and see opportunities to go in long with gold. And I could see the current trend is gonna go around 3,800 up to 4,000 with the opportunities to get in long, of course. So it's hard to predict and say any form of good trade areas, but for the long swing trade, I would definitely go, if this price comes down and bounce around this level down here at 3460s ish area, to go long for a long swing trade up in the 380s. That's just my take on both MNQ and gold for this analyze, and I'm not gonna go in more than the dailies. I'll keep this analyze on the bigger time frame. All right, trade safe, have a good one.